Alright, here we are. Downers Grove tattoo. I haven't shown what the front area of this looks like, so I want to, just because it's like a real studio how tattoo places used to be and such. You walk in here. Before the internet, there were actual tattoo designs. You know, drawn, watercolor, painted by tattooers. So that tattooers could do them. This is how people used to pick out designs. There we go. See, that's just some on the wall. Some from Mike Malone, Rollo. There's some JD Crow, official tattoo brand. You may not know what that is. Some Walk the Line, Radar, and John Collins. And of course, a lot of Ray Youngman's here because it's the best. Look at that. Great detailed stuff. Looks like it would be easy to do, but it's not. Not at all. So there we go, more of that. This was established April 1st, April Fool's, 1984. And then, always make sure to post that we will always trade and barter for things. Flash racks. Check this out. If you know anything about history, this is Cherry Creek Flash. Came out, big deal. It was a big deal. It was big selling, new, cool stuff. You know, really, really, really detailed stuff. This had to be redrawn before you would apply it on because over time, every line thickens up, gets thicker. So, if you had actually done this the way that it was, over time, all these black little dots would thicken up and just turn into a blob. So, you either, corrected it as you were doing it on the stencil, or you redrew it ahead of time so that wouldn't happen. You can't do this little tiny stuff. Especially nowadays, the people who are doing tattoos usually use a really thick outline. There's no way you could get away with doing designs like this with a thick outline. It would just not stand the test of time. So we were always doing it with type 3s, type 5s and such. It would just work better and last better over time. So then there was some Cherry Creek. Ooh, there's some more of that official tattoo brand. These were the ones that were just great because, again, by a tattooer for tattooers to do. Oh wow, Skip from England, man. Check you out. How are you? Look at that. See? You're in the rack. Traditional. Could be dropping names to say whose these are, but we're not. If you know, you know. And if you don't, then you can come down to 615 Ogden Avenue and take a look at it in person. All the Tazzes. Do people remember Tazzes? Man, I tell you, I used to hate doing Taz and such. Now, I'd rather do this than doing frickin' all the lettering that I do. But either way, I'm happy to be busy, so, whatever. Ooh, Phil Cisco, man. This guy did some of the greatest travel, I think. And, like designs that were travel, but then designs inside. Kick-ass stuff. Phil Cisco, there's more of it. Well, we'll find more of it, but that was a 94. He was with Guy Atchison. And, oh, there we go. See, I just really think he stood out. I dug his stuff a bunch. Shout out to fucking Phil. Working along, guys, sometimes it may be hard to stand out on your own. But I think you did, man. Heck yeah. Done that. Done lots of this stuff. I'm glad that I was tattooing when I was. To be able to get to do this stuff. Now it's almost like dead art. Nobody wants it. But things come around again. I think we'll be doing more of that stuff. Look at that. See? Just great. Did actually that on Neil Scourin. He's not alive anymore. Rest in peace. Boom. Look, on another video we'll talk all about this type of stuff and pyramids and blah blah. So boom, look at all this time that we're spending just on like the racks. But see, I mean, stuff is great. You ain't gotta get on a computer. Sometimes you can just, maybe your local tattoo studio has this stuff for you to look at. These were some computer generated designs that we got off a guy. And look, you know, the paper, some last, some didn't. But this was real cool because, see that little shadow? That made it awesome. Gave it like a little bit of a more life of its own here. I was just looking at this stuff with Dad, this stuff. It was ridiculous. But we did it all the time. Popular stuff, loved the shadow. Shadow gave it more of a artist type of feel to it. Really rad stuff. I don't know how many times I did these around navels, but, or these on lower backs, or those flowers, or those. Hold on, where's the real one? Where's the popular? Oop. Oh, now we missed it. Now I have to show you because I made all this. There it is. Boom. Middle lower back. All day long. 90s. More official tattoo brand, the good stuff. Great stuff. Also had a lot of Ken Cameron. Great, great stuff. I remember looking at his before I was even tattooing. His artwork was great, stands the test of time. And, you know, he was doing great watercolor, and it didn't look like watercolor at all. Talented stuff. I even have my first design is one of his. That's on my chest. Alright, so just another whole rack. Some traditional stuff here. Make sure to give a like there. It's one of the best songs ever. If you don't belong, please don't belong. Collage of some stuff there, and actually that's the Ken Cameron piece that's on me. Oh, we can't see because of the glare, but oh, there it is. First one, 7.5 hours. And that's the other one. Dad did both. Smiling on camera. Now you're on camera too. Boom. And again, like us on Facebook. We have Eli Scott. Jessica Bowen. Best in town, best around. Mannequin. Painted by Dad, like a traditional bodysuit. Christ by Dad. No public washroom at all. You're not here getting something, you don't need it. Look at this custom leather work. From Bad Axe. That was awesome. Made it for us. It's great. Great skull logo. Whoa! Family portrait. In the picture. Some of the awards here. Majority from several conventions at Ray Karnowski's in Green Bay. One of the only conventions that we really do and support, because it's not about money and bullshit. It's about real tattooers meeting, having fun, and not giving stuff away to the public. Closed affair. That was the sign from outside the building, had to come down. Downers put some, you know, blah blah, had to take down the sign. Bullshit, whatever. Boom, the banner. Western Suburbs' first largest, oldest, finest tattoo establishment. More rags. And of course, always paying cash or trading for memorabilia. Boom, boom, boom. Third rack was more Cherry Creek. Cherry Creek. Cherry Creek. You might even recognize yours possibly in here. If you were getting tattooed in the 90s and 2000s. Boom. Official tattoo brand, J.D. Crow. Want to say Cliff White's nephew was doing drawings for this as well. Not sure about that. Probably shouldn't have said it because I don't know. Evil Don. Some of this. Yeah, some of this. Yeah, like this. Come on. It's awesome. It's great. I didn't do that once, though. So, you know, some of it, it's just funny, good stuff. Ooh, Southern Comfort. I think Mary Lou Beamer has it on her. More. Evil Don. Ooh. Yeah, come on, this was the good stuff. Paul Booth. Ooh. And you know what? I'd like to see a lot of his work 10 years later. His might heal up and be well over time, but people who try to do his and don't know how won't last. Not at all. You know? Black 8 balls later on, if everything kind of spreads and there's no outline to hold anything in. It's going to happen. Sorry. I don't like dark and muddy. I like soft and smooth, you know? Kind of like this. This is Shane from England, I think. He'd come and peddle his wares when he was in town. And you know what? Look at, you know, sellers. It's good stuff. Look at that. Boom. Look at that. Lace before people were frickin' doing it. Whew. Yeah. Ooh. Official tattoo brand. Oh wow, I forgot what this even was. But did a lot of this too. Ha! Tom Morris. Ah, that's right. Check this out, man. Oh, actually, hold on, wait. Dan Lavodi. Look. Lavodi, Florida. What up, man? Boom. This is Tom Morris stuff. And the neat thing about that is, me and Dad are now in Spokane, Washington. That's where Tom Morris is. And when I first moved out there about 8 years ago, worked with him for about 2 years. Forgot that we had his flash here. Get a kick out of that if you ever saw it. Thanks, Tom. Back to more Shane. More Shane. First tattoo brand. Bezel. Bezel. I think he did this set when he was in jail. I don't know if he ever did a set when he wasn't in jail. I think all his sets were from jail. It's not that it's a bad thing, just given history. Plus, shit sells. Stuff's nice, you know? So who cares where he did it? Just may as well be truthful about everything. Boom. Well, that might be some, what is that? Tattoo Johnny or from that? I forget. Either way. Look at that. You want a snake? Boom. Got it. You want a frog? Got it. You know, this is no different than Pinterest. This is better than that. Boom. They're like, oh, well, I don't want something that everyone else has. You don't think everyone else is on Pinterest? Freaking picking the same thing you are? Infinity signs? So. Boom. Conklin. Damon. Seattle. I think, you know, with Aaron Bell before. Now, of course, you know, on his own and everything. It's been a long time, but, stuff from him. Hope you're doing well. Staying straight, man. Boom. See? A lot of hits. Boom! A lot of freaking Conklin, man. Oh, Slave to the Needle, too. See? We got some Bell. Ooh, some Cherry Creek. Ooh, Bezel. Ooh, Tattoo Johnny. You know what? This stuff is pretty rough, but it's just a reference. It's ideas, concepts. It doesn't have to be this. Just gives you the concepts. You know, you used to be able to come into a tattoo studio and look at concepts instead of coming in with your phone, but whatever. I'm skipping through this because they ain't really too special. Boom. Tribals. 90s, baby. Oh, Sid. Sid, check this out. Wow, I remember this. This is the fun stuff. You know? This is when you had to be able to do traditional. Nowadays you don't have to. Now you just have to do frickin' dots. And frickin' stuff like that, you know? Thick ass lines and dots. That'll just end up looking like shit later. These are tattoo designs that will always look like tattoo designs. Always. It's great. Research your tattoo history and see how cool it is. Boom. Look at this little stuff. It's great. You know? Little penguins. Yeah, it doesn't have to be cartoon. They can be, you know, more realistic ones. But this is where it's at. Designs like this. It'll come back around again. You all get tired of your stupid color realistic portraits that don't even look like them and don't hold up over time. Go with a real tattoo. Boom. That's the Flash. Then, of course, more. Dad's a machine. Always making. Boom. There we go. That is the front lobby of a real tattoo studio. Since April 1st, 84. Oh, funny thing about Illinois too is, must be 18. When we opened, Illinois state law was you had to be 21 or over, and if not, you had to have written and notarized parental consent. I think it went until 2009. So, like, we could have tattooed, you know, a 12-year-old if we had written and notarized parental consent. Of course, we never did, but we could have. And then in 2001, they made it, you could be 18, but you cannot get tattooed or pierced, or cannot get tattooed with written notarized consent even if you're under 18. And I think that's good, because you don't need to do it that young. Boom. And, oh, thank you, Mocab. Pinata Man. It really ties the room together, Mocab. We gotta thank you for that. Boom. And that, once again, the front area. Downers Grove Tattoo, the way a traditional tattoo studio is.